I'm going to be folding some clothes and telling you a crazy ass story. It was January of 1996 when a mom in Horizon, El Paso, called 911 to report her 18-month-old daughter missing. This lady, when the cops got there, detectives got there, she told them that she went out to the telephone booth. If you know, you know, there used to be in the entrance of Horizon, there used to be like a little pond in front of like some apartments, and in front there's a gas station, and she went to go use the telephone booth there, and she said that when she came back, her daughter was gone. Her 18 months was gone. The door was open and she was not there anymore. So the cops, detectives, they were going crazy looking for this little girl, asking, like, they were getting to a point where they were trying to get suspects for, because they were thinking that she got kidnapped. Well, that pond of water, they brought the canines and everything. When the canines got there, that pond of water, the canine led them there. That was the first location that the canine led them to. They drained the whole pond. They drained the pond thinking that the body was there. No, there was only diapers. I guess the lady was pretty close to the pond to where she would just throw the fucking diapers away. So, no, a couple of days go by. They still can't find the body. But before these couple of days, I guess the detectives, they did not believe her. Like, they just, I mean, she went to the store and then your 18 months just disappeared. So they just did not believe it. They actually, they have the interrogation. They have the whole interrogation, not the whole, like almost all of the interrogation online, and I was able to read it. The detectives were going hard on this lady. They were telling her, like, you know what, let's cut it. Like, what did you do to your daughter? Because we don't believe your story. What did you do to your daughter? And she kept saying, like, no, I don't know where she is. I don't know where she is. So the detective started to get mad. And you can tell because they even have a video of it. But I couldn't find the video. But on the interrogation, you can tell that the detective was already pissed. He was letting her have it. He was like, he was telling her, you know what? I know that you did something to Karina. That was her daughter's name. So you have to tell us where she's at because I don't believe you. And the lady, she kept saying, at some point she started saying, am I still able to get a lawyer? But she wasn't asking, like, can I get a lawyer? No, she was wording it in a way where the cops were like, where the detectives, they were like, well, do you want a lawyer? You need a preacher. You don't need a lawyer, you need a preacher. And the lady was like, this is ridiculous. And the detectives was not having it. He was like, what? Did you think that this was going to be like the movies? That you were just going to get away with it and we were just going to believe you? And he started like moving the table around, like started kind of like pushing it towards her. And he kind of kept like stroking her arm. Like he kept touching her, you know? And he kept telling her, like, you need to take a lying test because we don't believe you. No, this lady did not say nothing. As a matter of fact, before the interview, she didn't. She said she would go to the interrogation, but she didn't have a ride. So the detective still had to pick her ass up. So I mean, it was just like red lights left and right, red flags, whatever. So the cops did not believe her. So eventually, I want to say 2 days later, They took her to go get a polygraph test. Failed it. She fucking failed it. So the cops, right away, they were like, you want to go talk about it? And finally, at the second day, she was like, okay, we're gonna go talk about it. So after 2 days, she finally led the officers to the desert, because the apartments were, well, they're basically in the desert, for whoever doesn't know, right? But she was super close to the desert, and she didn't, do a little hole or nothing. No, she just dropped off her daughter's body, like right there. No cover, no nothing, nada. She just fucking left her there. So you would think, like, you got this bitch, right? Because she's confessing, she's taking you to the body and everything. It was said that she killed her daughter because she was getting in her way of partying. So whatever, right? El Paso system back in 1996. She had, in the interrogation, she actually had admitted that she couldn't afford a lawyer. But all of a sudden, she had a lawyer, a really good lawyer. The lawyer was able to drop the charges completely. Completely. This bitch didn't do no time, no nothing, nada. She got away with murdering her daughter. Who knows, right? Like, what she did to get away with that murder, because she confessed to it. And she took the detectives to the body. So, bro, I just find it maybe karma, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because it was his job. But maybe I am, right? So, the person who helped her was a lawyer. He was a judge and a lawyer. I forgot his name. Attorney Siegel. You can actually find him in her this lady's name, Heidi Consuel. You can actually find his name like as her attorney. Well, a couple of years later, right? This bitch got away with murder, whatever. A couple of years later, the 911 gets a call. It's some lady. We don't know who it was, right? It was his wife. And Mr. Siegel, the attorney that helped her get away with murder, 2 years later, was walking down with his wife. He was walking down some like farmer stuff, and a farmer machine went out of its way, mauled the fucking judge. Como carne molida. The detectives got there and they realized that it was the same attorney that helped the lady get away with murdering her daughter. This attorney didn't even look like a person no more. He was splattered all over because of the fucking farm machine. And I just found that so fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck? I just found that wild. We're not even done yet, bro.